Hey guys, it's Miss Anderson. Today we're going to be talking about task number 4, which is setting. So, the setting of a story is the time and place in which the events of the plot unfold. We talked about plot in task number 2 over making inferences. So, if you can't remember what plot is, go back and rewatch that video. A short story can be set in a particular time and place, and it can be set in the past or in the future. Setting also can reflect a culture that you may or may not be familiar with. And then throughout the story, the setting can influence the plot's events and even the characters' actions. So setting plays an important role in understanding and comprehending text beyond just the when and the where. It's important to think about setting, not the time period, the place, how the setting shifts or changes, and then any kind of key events that happen as a result of the setting. So, to analyze setting, how the setting influences characters and plot development, there are a few questions that we can look at to help us as we are reading. So, number 1, when and where does the story take place? How does the setting influence the way the characters think and act? How does the setting influence changes in the personalities of the characters? So, does the setting influence how they are acting? Think about sometimes your friends. Do your friends act differently when there are other people around than when it's just the two of you? How does the setting influence what happens in the story? In other words, how does the setting contribute to conflict and influence the events of the story? How does the setting influence how characters respond to events or social situations? And then does the setting change? If so, how does it affect the events, affect the characters' responses to events? So just like when you're watching that movie and the setting changes, the setting in your text can change and play an important role as well. So what you're going to do today is you're going to need to go back to task number 3's text, Icarus and Daedalus, and reread over that text. You should have some good annotations to help you out. And then you're going to answer a couple of questions about setting and how the setting of the text influences the plot. If you don't forget to go back and reread, and I will talk to you again soon.